Hey guys. Um, so first off, for anyone watching this video after the live stream, of course, this is the first 5 minutes of the stream where I'm just setting things up and we're getting everyone into the stream. So if you want to hop 5 minutes into the video and we'll start up the video then. So that hasn't happened yet, but yeah. Hey guys, how you doing today? Um, Today is a very special day, and we're not going to go into full detail about it yet because, well, um, it's not time yet. By the way, is the audio good? Because I'm not really sure. The microphone's about 2 feet away from me right now. Michael, jeez, audio good, good. Is the stream good? I am still, it's still not very strong on this end. I am wired directly in now. I guess I need new internet. Um, Anyway, so while we're setting everything up, let's tell you how I have the layout today. I'm currently sitting on my floor. Um, Lighting sucks though. I can't do a whole lot about that right now, Mike. Um, I don't have many lights right now. I lost one of mine, and I'm currently using, believe it or not, really strong LED flashlights. YouTubing on a budget. Yeah. Um, anyway, like I was getting back to the point, what we have today is I'm sitting on the floor currently, and we're streaming through my phone connected straight to my streaming computer over here. And today we'll be doing this, rebuilding it. We'll go into detail more about that in a second. Um, Mike. But anyway, so yeah, I'm sitting on my floor, whole new setup. I've got a tripod now, so oh yeah. Um, I can't watch the live feed because it's up here, so I'm watching like a 20-second delay in front of me, but at least tells me where I am. Yeah, I didn't think this fully through, uh, but it's going to work. And the nice thing is, I'll still be able to see that end of the camera when I'm tilted downwards. Anyway, so we've got about a minute and a half left, and then we'll start up. So, how are you guys doing today? Hey, James. It's looking good. Um, it does bug me. It's still not a very strong signal. It's the strongest signal I can literally get. So, yeah. So, everyone's doing good so far. Awesome. We've got 10 people watching already. Welcome, guys. Um, so the official video starts at 9 o'clock. It is 8:59 p.m. Um, Jay, that's not going to happen yet because I don't have the multi-port. It will though. We'll do a video on that when it comes in the mail. So anyway, so we're just counting down the seconds. It is 9 o'clock. Okay, guys. So in today's video, we will be celebrating 2,500 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. It means a lot to me. And because of 2,500 subscribers, I thought I'd do something different and actually do the rebuild on the FireWire 800, which was in episodes 1 and 2 of season 3 of the Power PC series. In episode 2, the power supply kind of died on me while filming it. Yeah. And then I managed to kill the CPU, which Jay rebuilt. But he still has because he's doing more experiments with it. But I was lucky and I got myself a real dual 1.42 here, which I will be overclocking, but not in this video, because I, I don't want to do it live. But anyway, well, I haven't tested it yet anyway, so it needs tested before it's overclocked anyway. But yeah, basically what we're going to be doing is tearing the system down more or less and starting from scratch. Right now I've got Jay Vry's power supply, which is on long-term loan for me. Michael Stanhope gave this to Jay, and I'm the mediary, which means I'm holding on to this until Jay gets my power supplies back, which he hasn't even sent off to be fixed yet. Jay? But anyway, so once those come back, he'll be getting this power supply. It supposedly works. I don't know. I haven't tested it. So, yeah. Also, we'll be putting in this Radeon 9600 XT from a G5. This one's got the ADC on it. This one's got 9600 with dual DVI in it currently. I want ADC. This has already been converted. This is the same card I've been using in a lot of the systems. I've just been moving it in between systems as I upgraded them and stuff. So this should be nice. We'll be putting that in the system. We've already seen that. Got a 1 terabyte SATA hard drive here, which will be going into the system. It's a 7200 RPM. It's got a direct copy of my Leopard install from my FireWire 400 over here on it right now. So it will be all ready to be booted up. We'll put that in there. We also have one of those super drives that I use that come from G5s. I'll be putting this in place of the original, I think it's a multi-rider or a combo drive, I mean. Oops, don't know what that was. Anyway, be replacing that with this. See what that was. Oh, nothing too important. It's just my 2 gigs of RAM. I'm sure it's okay. And then we're going to take a vote on whether I should install this. This came with the CPU. The CPU, like for my FireWire 400, I was lucky and got that for 30 bucks with no cooler. This one I got with the cooler, but the cooler got mangled in shipping. And I'll show you it up close in a second. But when it was all said and done with the partial refund, I got these two for $30. So the cooler itself seems to be okay, heat pipe wise, but it is very mangled. I tried to straighten it out and get the fins back apart, but if I show you here, if you look, it's very, ooh, yeah. So we're going to be taking a vote whether we should put this into the system or leave the heavy-duty solid aluminum heatsink in here. But we'll wait until we get to that point. So anyway, guys, I am going to figure out how I'm going to do this, because this is where I got to get my bearings really quick, because I'm going to have to move the camera and move all this stuff out of the way. So 1 second, guys. Let's see here. Get this out of the way. Maybe. Okay. All right. So first things first, let's get the system itself open. And so to do that, we're going to pop this down here. See how it looks on the feed. Okay. I need to get behind the camera. Let's move this over here. Wires are in the way. Okay. Okay. Get that way up in there. Well, we do need to get the power supply in. Let's lower the. Sorry guys, I'm very new with this tripod and I don't really know how it works. Lower this some. Tighten it and put it like that. Perfect. Okay. Make sure it's still focused. And now I had left no room for me. Yeah. Very bright of me. Okay. So first things first. I need to figure out where I just put my tools. Here they are. All right. So anyway, let's do a quick comment read here. Nice PJs, Greg. Thanks, Michael. Jay. Okay. All right. So let's get some screws here. Well, that was one of the screws I needed. And that was the back screw, and I don't know where it landed on the board. Uh-oh. That's not good. Now I need a flashlight. Take this off here. Now, where did that screw go? I think it went under the modem. I wasn't planning on doing this already. So, darn it. It is not under the modem. Great. Did anyone see where that screw went? Oh no. That's not good. I don't have a clue where it went. I hear it. I don't see it. I don't want to leave it in there. Well, guys, this video is going to be even longer because now I think I'm going to have to take the board out. Yay! This is already. God. All right, let's get this light back on. Is that lit well? Okay. Let's put the modem back on here. Maybe. I can't believe I did that. Well, it's got to be somewhere simple. Maybe it's under the airport card. That's too simple. I don't know where it went. Yeah. All right, let's get the Bluetooth out. This is a lot faster when I can do a time lapse, isn't it? If there's sparks, you found the screw. Thanks, Jay. No, I'm not doing that. It's probably in this area. I heard it rolling. Yeah, great. Remove that. Well, I had to take the CPU out anyway, so I didn't want to do it this way, but I guess we're going to. I almost lost that. We needed to take this out anyway, too, so it saves time. And you can tell I've done this a lot, can't you? By the way, this was Jay Bry's idea to do a build on camera. I chose to do the FW800, but this is all his idea. So if you guys get bored, blame Jay. Let's see here. Not ESD safe. I've never fried anything before. Knock on wood. Here. Take that out. Set that under the camera where I'll forget it's there. Set this over here. I really didn't want to take this board out. Okay, I need to take this bracket out. And then there's just one screw holding the board in. Once this screws out, the board should just pop out. And then hopefully we'll see the screw. Do we see the screw? I forgot to unplug this fan. No. Okay. There it is. It wasn't even under the board. Yeah! Found the screw. Now we've got to put the board back in. Sucker does not want to line up. Did it line up? Yeah, I never noticed there's no hook there. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, I think the board's back in. Yep. Okay, we're good. Now we just got to put all the screws back in. I don't know where I put them. Oh, yeah, there's just one. Duh. Hey, I put the board back in. Okay. So back to business. Let's get all the wires hooked back in before I forget to do that. As much as it's pointless to have the modem, I want to plug that in because it's there. And I always have problems plugging it in without it being unscrewed. Plug that in. Maybe. It is not plugging in. There we go. Okay, it's plugged in. I really need to get an electric drill. Would make life a lot easier. But then again, I'm not usually live streaming this, and I can take my time. Okay. Got the Bluetooth module hooked up and plugged in like that. I've done this too many times. I'm like really getting good at this. Taking the board in and out. Plug the antenna in. Maybe, yeah, got that in. Okay. Plug that in. That in. Actually, I need to unplug the fan because it's got to come out. Got to put the power supply in. Set that there. But we can hook the rest of this stuff in real quick. Plug in this ribbon cable I'll probably never use. Put that back under the bracket. Okay. The board's fully hooked back up. So, let's see here. Let's read some stuff. Michael, it was not actually under the airport card. It was next to the airport card bracket, just right where I couldn't see it. Yeah. I agree, James. Thank God it's not a PC board. That would take a year. Okay. So we've got the power supply screw that I almost lost. We also have two more screws that I have no clue. Oh, yeah, I do know what these go to. Oop. Yeah, don't drop that back in the board, you idiot. These go to the optical drive bay, so I don't need those. But now I've got these three screws. Oh, yeah, that. Duh. Okay. So, power supply. See if we can see it well. Move the camera up a little bit. There we go. Power supply. Usually, James, I'm pretty lucky and I don't have spare screws. When I have spare screws, I know I've screwed something up pretty bad. So anyway, Michael, I'm a little concerned about the question mark on here. You're sure this works, right? We'll find out. So anyway, the power supplies of these things just slide in here. Then they hook and don't hook up. Okay. Try this again. They slide in, and then they hook, and they're in, like that. And then, this is a Torx T10, I think? T8. Let's see. Nope. It is a Torx T10, yep. Okay. So there's a screw in the back, which I can't see at this angle. There it is. And this should just screw in. which is not screwing in. Why is it not screwing in? Huh. What am I missing here? That hole lines up. Well, that's not good. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Thank you. Well, I know I'm putting it in the hole right. Okay, I need to move it. Jay, this was a stupid idea. Out me. It looks like it's a different length of screw it needs. And this is the only power supply screw I have. What? I've got an idea. I've got a good idea. I'll be right back. Michael! Well, I had an idea. I was going to take a screw out of Jay's parts MDD, but Michael didn't leave the screw in it. I might have one more. Other parts MDD. Right. It's not there. It's not there. Okay. So, since that screw for some odd reason won't go in, and I'm running out of ideas here, any suggestion, guys? I'm going to try it one more time. I don't see why it's not working. I figured all these were the same, screw-wise. All the power supplies are different. Wait a minute. It actually feels like it might be going in. It's not. That feels like it. You know, I've got one more last idea here. It might work. What are the chances that the sawtooth screws are the same length? It looks the same. Well, that was worth not a good idea, apparently. Why is the dag-nab thing not going in? Huh. Okay, I'm going to put this screw back. Okay, we're going to forget that screw. We'll use the front screw for now, and I'll tape this to the system, or set it here and forget it's there. That works. Okay. Fun, isn't this, guys? All right. I just realized something. Where did I put my screwdriver bit? Oh, here it is. Oh, thank God. Okay. Well, since we can't get that in, maybe we can line up this hole up in the front. Like that. You know what? It might actually go in now, come to think of it. But let's get the front in first. That wasn't good. Have to find that. Okay, the front of the power supply is in. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to try the back screw one more time. With MDDs, it's really weird. The front you can't usually screw in if it's actually locked into the tray. But when it's not locked into the tray, you can put the screw in the front. Because Apple. Oh no, don't tell me it's going to fit now. It's in. Yeah. So I went through all that for nothing. Anyway, getting back where we were. Where did I put my toolkit? It's on the top of the MDD. Okay. Put this back. And now we have to route all the cables. Jay, this was still a stupid idea. Having people watch me fail at life right now is really on my top list here. I'm trying to remember which wire goes where. Let's see here. This is that is optical. That should be for the base, and this should be over here, I think. So we have to take the hard drive tray out. And now we feed these wires through. Did I just jank the camera? No. Did I just unplug something? Yes. There we go. Okay. So we got to feed these wires through here. Maybe. I really should test to see if this power supply works first. Nah. I'm just going on the hope that Michael's telling the truth. And this goes in through there. Maybe. Okay. I got to untangle that. And we got the wires through. Now, I realize I haven't cleaned this very well, and I'm getting very sniffly. I'll have to clean it more later. Feed that into there. Clip it in, maybe. Yeah. And yeah, that's good enough. Clip that there, like that. Perfect. So we technically have the power supply installed now, guys. If we look there, it's what it looks like when there's nothing else in there, basically. The power supply is technically installed now. Now the next step is we need to put our fan back in, which goes in like this. Like that. And we feed the wire under the cables that I shouldn't have hooked in yet. And that's how you replace a power supply in an MDD. The really complicated and embarrassing way. Okay. So our next step I think we should do is, let's put our new RAM in. Since it's easily accessible right now. We've got 2 gigs of ATEC RAM here. And we're going to take this old RAM out, which for the life of me, I can't remember how much was in it. We're about to find out. This is a 256, and this is a 512. I can reuse this one. I'm probably not going to reuse that one unless I have, well, this would work in like another blue and white. I think that will work in another blue and white. Set that up here. And let's open up the ATEC RAM here. You know, before I forget, let's put this spring back in. I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So anyway, I don't have a knife. Why didn't I think to bring a knife? So, there's always more than one way to open these things. There we go. That one's open. And that one's open. All right. So I'll put this back where I found it. And put in the first DIMM module here. Open all the levers here. Yeah, that went in. Two. Well, that's probably not a 512. It's single-sided. ATEC might have sent me the wrong RAM. Well, we're going to find out if it's 512 or not. I don't think it is. And I actually don't think it's going to even work in the system. It's nice. Nice thing is they have lifetime warranties, and if they've sent you the wrong thing, they'll replace it for free. If it's broken, they'll replace it for free. That's why I pay for it. But sometimes they do mess up hardcore, and it might be a mess up. We'll find out. Okay. Yeah, and when it should be high density, which I don't think these systems work with high density. We're going to find out. So if it doesn't post the first time around, we're taking those two modules out. Don't let me forget that. All right, next step. Let's temporarily close this. Maybe. Why is it not closing? Okay. Next step, I want to get this out of the way so we can put the optical drive back in. We've got to convert this G5 drive here to a G4. We got to take these standoffs off, which I think are T10. Are they? Yeah, it looks like it. Take these standoffs off. I have so many of these standoffs you wouldn't believe, because when you buy G5 specific drives, it seems like they always come with the G5 standoffs, which you don't need in the G4. I do have some of these standoffs holding a hard drive into one of my G4s though. That was fun trying to get that to fit in there. All right. So we got these. I don't know what to do with them. There. Okay. Let's pull this out. Wrong bit. Pull this out. Why not have both drives? Michael, it's because I got a surprise coming in the mail, which I'll be doing an episode on. I need an empty bay. Jay knows what it is because he bought one too. All right. There we go. This is a, I don't know. Yeah, it's a combo drive. So, now we take our super drive and we remember that the side things are still on here. So I got to peel those off. Stupid G5 designs. There we go. Yep. Well, that's probably broken now. Nah, I doubt it. It's probably fine. All right. Okay. Got that lined up. We can screw it in. If anyone would like to donate a electric screwdriver to me, that'd be nice. Just kidding. But would make this a lot easier on a live stream. All right. Okay. Okay. Put that to the back. Can you guys see everything all right? Yeah, okay. It slides in like this. Slides in like this. And then it slides forward like that. And there's the screw. There's supposed to be a screw that goes into there, but I just put it into there for the power supply, and I don't think I have another one. So it's not really needed, so we won't use it. All right, the optical drives in, but we've got to hook it up. I almost forgot to do that. It reminds me, what jumper setting was it? Cable select. And this is cable select, so it should work. And feed this up, around, and into the Molex. All right. It's still not going in right. Okay. It should work. Oh. Yeah. So now we can put the back tray back in. It's hard to find these on some systems because people pull them out and never put them back in. Sometimes certain drives, you just can't put them back in. But this one should gladly take it. Plus, they never seem to go back on right. Like this time. Is that fan in crooked? No. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's in. Okay, we got the back in. Now here's the fun time. What cooler should we go with, guys? Put your votes in. Should we go with the custom solid aluminum one here? Or should we go with this mangled, nasty looking copper one here, which would probably cool better, but, well, it's about as good of a looker as this chewed up aluminum one. Put in your votes. Come on, guys. It looks like copper's going to win. So, let me clean up some stuff real quick here. Where did I just put my thermal paste? Oh, it's sitting right next to me. That makes it easy. All right. Let's wipe everything down here. These 1.42s look like they didn't get very hot. They might be in good shape, I hope. But the plastic around them are kind of yellow. So it did get hot at some point, but there's no real huge physical evidence that the dies have been damaged. So it's hopefully going to be fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the thermal paste to it before I clip it in, just to be a little easier on me. But let's get this copper wiped down here. Yeah, I'd call that clean enough. Okay. Let's scoot in here. let me get this thermal paste. Okay. All right, guys. Spread this out here. Since it's a bare die, you always want to cover a bare die with thermal paste. And, you know, a thin layer will do ya. Just like that right there. So, spread this one out. Wipe that a little bit. Now, it's not going to really hurt anything. It's good enough. Okay. So now, to put an MDD processor in here, you have to first take these areas here, slot it into these two little metal springs here. That holds tension on the heat sink. It's a weird setup. So anyway, you do that and then it should just clip in like that. Once it clicks, you can set in the heat sink. Man, I hope this thing works nicely. Yeah, it sits down there nicely. And we can start putting the screws in. Maybe. Why is it not going in? Is it going in? Yeah, it is. Okay. There's one. Two. Three. And four. Maybe. Go in. There. Good screw. Essential components are back in to make the system run. Now, let's put our hard drive in once I figure out where I put the hard drive and the tray. Where did I put that? There's the tray. And there's the hard drive. Now, I don't have a clue where the screws for it went, but the nice thing is the tray has spare screws in it. So we'll just take those out there and put them in the hard drive. All right. So the hard drive's going to slot in. I'm trying to remember which way. Upside down, like this. And there we go. That's how the hard drive goes in. And then we just take our screws, and we have a hard drive right there. But since it's SATA, we will need a Molex to SATA adapter here. So I always hate these things because they always seem so cheap. You never want to plug in. There we go. So set that back there. Now it's getting eaten. Okay, there we go. Now get back here. Where'd it go? Now you just do that. You got the hard drive powered. So awesome. Now, what should we put in next? Let's put in the Radeon 9600 XT from it's probably like a mid 03, mid 04 G5. As we can see here, we've got the ADC power mod on it, which I've showed many other videos. This thing has gotten around. So let's move the camera back a little bit. And I'll first show you guys something here. Let's actually, if we take a look right here, we've got an extra power connector here. That's, I guess, because the FireWire 800, Apple originally planned on having like a dual ADC card, which never happened. But because of that extra connector, which was only on the FireWire 800 boards, you have to saw off the latch piece right here. It's not needed, but you know, I thought I'd let you tell you guys about that. It's interesting, and this was never used for anything, so prototype stuff there, kind of cool. So anyway, let's put the camera back, see how it's lined up. Yeah, okay. So since this is custom, I have to carefully put it in. And click, it's in. Now I need to, there they are. I was about to say I need to figure out where I put those screws. All right, that card's in. Next card, we will put my USB 2 card back in. The last thing is one of my custom flashed SATA cards. This was the one that I did in episode, I think, 9 of season 2 of the PowerPC series, where I showed you how to flash one. This is that card. So we'll plug that in. And we're almost done with rebuilding this thing. We'll have to put the SATA card in, a wire in. Oh, come on. This card, I think, is a little warped, so it sometimes likes to fight me. All right, that's it. So now we plug this into here like so. And I don't forget to plug in the SATA connector like I always do. We plug it in right here. Like that. And the system, I think, is completely assembled. Let's show you real quick what it looks like. We've got the, sorry guys, I'm trying to, my screen for some reason turned, there it goes. Okay, that makes it easier. All right, so we've got the SATA card here, the USB 2, my 9600 XT, the 1.42 dual with 2 megs L3 cache, and the copper heatsink, 1 terabyte SATA drive, the new G5 super drive here, and the hopefully functional power supply, or this was all for naught, which we're about to find out. So let's set the camera down here. I'll tilt it upwards some. We'll carefully close this like that. Get these out of the way. Set that over here. And move all this out of the way. All right, so I've already got my monitor hooked up here. I was going to use my ADC, but it's in a pile of mess over here, so we're just going to use a regular PC monitor. So we'll spin this around here. USB. Power cable. Power cable, we'll plug that in last. So we'll find out if it works or not. All right. Here's the moment of truth. And I'm going to take you guys with me. Everything's still dragging behind me too. Anyway, let's... Power cable. It actually made a good noise, so let's see what happens. All right. Let's pray. Power. Michael! Well, guys, that's the end of today's video. You killed my PSU, Jay. Michael wasn't even sure if it worked. Well, this was another fill. That is giving the same noise it was giving with my failed power supply. It sometimes spins up for a quick second, then kicks off. Here we go again. So yeah, guys, MDD power supplies are very, very, very unreliable. And, well, as we just seen here, I should have tested the power supply first. Ah, it might just be one of those flukes. Drain it. Yep, it's a dead power supply. So yeah, guys, I've got to find a working power supply, because I have an upcoming video that includes this, and I figured that would work. Yeah. So let's not aim at my crotch here. I hope you guys enjoyed this really pointless video. At least you got to see how to rebuild an entire MDD, even if it doesn't work. Let's do some quick questions here. And when, yeah, recapping the PSU is really something a professional should be doing. Good effort. Thank you, Jay. It was enjoyable as always. Thank you, Peter. So, yeah. I'm getting used to it. Yeah. So anyway, hi Wendy. Don't you have? I do actually have another power supply. I think it happens to be in your parts MDD. I don't know if that one works. Nick has a question. Guys, should I go grab Jay's parts MDD and yank the power supply out of it, or just call it the day? Yes. Okay, Jay. I'll be right back. Okay. Man, I'm getting sweaty. It's getting warm in here with no air conditioner on. All right. So, since Jay said yes, let's take his parts system apart and see if the power supply works. Because we can't test it immediately because the CPU's fried. Actually, the only thing I gotta do is pull the fried CPU out and put a working one in. And in theory, unless it blows up my working one, we'll see if it has power before I take everything out. It's not going in. Okay. Got the power supply, CPU in. Let's see what happens. All right. That is a working power supply. Okay. So it's also good news, Jay. That means the logic board works. So you have a working logic board as a spare. I think this is a 2002. Uh-oh. That would mean that this is probably a 400. I don't see the markings on it. Max power. Oh, it's a 360. It was an upgraded PSU. That's another lucky thing there, Jay. You'll have a nice 360. It works. Unless my system fries it. Let's hope that doesn't happen. So I'll pull my working CPU out here. Power's off. Put his dud CPU back in. And how fast can I pull a whole power supply out of 2 MDDs? You ask. I'm not sure. We will find out. This CPU is so messed up it won't go back in. There we go. Okay. If you don't kill it. Yeah, exactly. Let's hope I don't. It still would have powered up with the dead processors. Yeah, Mike, but I don't want to. You know what's wrong with this thing. There's a hole blown in the die. I'll show you. Right here, there is a giant hole in the corner of the die. And I don't want to be like, you know, blowing up the power supply, because I've had CPUs now that have blown up working power supplies. I'm not naming names on who gave me that CPU. Let's see here. Where'd I put my toolkit? Let's do a side-by-side here. This video is going a lot longer than I figured it would. Oh. Lift with your back, not with your knees. It's a good thing to know. Okay. All right. I really don't want to do this right now. Hard drive's out. Have to pull that out. We can leave that in. Have to pull the fan loose. So yeah, we have to take that out. Screwdrivers. Where did I put those? Ah. All right. So that Molex connector is really, really jammed in there. Gosh darn it. Ow. All right, got that. I'm getting out of breath at this point. Pull my adapter off. Maybe. Got that out. Well, that should have been my first sign there was something wrong with this. The power connector clip's missing, which means someone probably got really mad and forcefully yanked it off. Yeah. Okay. Undo the fan. And then undo the clips. So I can write on this power supply marker. Dead. There. Won't make that mistake again. All right. I need Torx 10 again. There we go. So we take the front out. Got that. Then we take the back out. While holding the power supply because it's not actually flipped in. And that's how you remove one really quick. So that's the dead one. Let's get the working one out. Now that I'm bleeding nicely. I hope you're not squeamish or anything, because I don't know what I just cut myself on. Okay. Whew. Man, I'm tired. Front screw's in. Back screw isn't in, I don't think. Is the back screw in? There is no back screw. That's going to make it easy. Okay. Where'd I put the other screwdriver bit? There it is. That screw's missing. Okay. Get in front of the camera for a second here while I figure this out. This looks like it has a super drive in it, Jay. You're going to get one of those too. Cool. Anyway. See? It looks like a super drive. Yeah, it looks like a super drive. So that's cool. Anyway. I need to take the hard drive bay out. Set that there. Pull the fan loose. This is a Pabst fan. It's one of the quiet fans. Jay, this thing was nicely upgraded. You ever have one nice part system? Yeah, it should work. Okay. Now, whoever put this in actually didn't put it in right, which I guess would be evident with the screw. That is not in right, but it worked. Okay. Yeah. Ow. These connectors are bigger. They don't go through this tiny little hole very nicely. Woo, it's getting warm in here. All right. The power supply is almost out. Ready, guys? Slide. Fully functional, I hope, power supply. Man, I'm worn out. Put the part system off to the side for now, somewhere. Don't know where. Will that close by itself? Yeah. Shove it here for now. Okay. Whew. Let's do this again. Let me catch my breath. It is really hot in here now. Bye-bye, PSU. Sorry you never made it to my house. You'll eventually get it, Jay. Hopefully it will still be working when you get it. Turn the AC on. That would mess up all the awful audio I already have in the thing. Wow, this is pretty clean. Okay. Oh, man, I'm worn out. Okay. Okay. Where did I put? There it is. Front screw. Back screw. And now we just gotta feed it all through. You know what? Before I feed it through, I'm going to see if it turns on. All right, let's see if it turns on. It works. Okay, now we can wire it properly. Discharge it. Wow, that holds a heck of a charge. That's a good power supply, Jay. Okay. Woo! All right. Jay. Okay. That brightened my day there, just reading that. Because this day was getting a little rough, considering I had to redo this twice. Let's see here. Now I gotta remember which one goes where. P3, P2, P7. Where's P1? Okay, those are numbered differently. I don't know if they purposely did that. That's weird. Okay, this one's, I think, the optical, hard drive bay. So, feed this through. Huh. There's a much bigger connector. All right. Hard part's done. Now I just have to feed it into the clips again. I don't really have to, but I like to. Yeah. Okay. That one actually clipped in better. Awesome. Put the adapter on. Like so. And let's put the hard drive in. Like so. Wait to plug that in until I get the optical drive back in, which I think's behind me. That's not it. Here it is. There's the optical drive screw. Like that. Oh. Plug the optical drive in. Oh. You guys never mentioned anything about, yeah. Optical drive's gotta come back out. Dylan, glad you could join us. I'm really worn out at this point. Ooh. This is officially the longest live stream I've ever done. And I am setting the fan on all the wires like an idiot. Okay. Ouch. Ow. I can't get it through this time. What the heck? There we go. All right. Fans in. Now we can do the optical drives. Jay, I would need the fan, even with copper, for as hot as it is in here by this point. Okay. Now we can put the screw back in. Now we're almost done again. Ooh, almost dropped it. Okay, this one is the optical drive. It feeds down through there, behind the fan. Eventually, go in there. This goes like that. And And this goes in here like that. And then the hard drive. And we close it. Again. And we close it. All right. Let's try this again, guys. Now that I can hopefully finally put the tools away for good. All right. Oh. Whew. All right. Let's move you guys up here with me. That's good. And we'll turn this off like that. Fingers crossed. I think he forgot to install something. Don't know what, though. The CPU's already in, James. I don't think I forgot anything. We're going to find out. Power. I got to select the boot drive because this system's never had this drive in here before. Hey, boot screen. Well, boot menu. Oh yeah, this is the only drive on here. It should have just auto-booted. Well, we know the screen works. And now we gotta wait for the boot menu to load. And any day now. It's still loading. And it's still loading. There we go. Enter. Now we get to find out if that RAM works. This should be fun. And it's the wrong resolution. That's got to fix. Yeah, any day now. Please boot. Yay, it's loading. Whew. That looks good. It even looks like the right resolution. It has reset the param. Let's log it into my network. Take that off camera. Set the time. The drive is currently indexing. Of course it is. Why does it always do that? All right. So we are going to find out together what happened. So I'm going to take you guys off the tripod and freehand the rest of the video and then say my goodbyes. So unplug, everything's all tangled up. Put my base back on. All right. Oh. So guys, I'm sitting on my laptop. It's not good. Hey, I found a spare screw. Wonder where that went. It's not good. Okay. See you, Dylan. All right. Let's turn my microphone around so you can actually hear me properly. Make this as shaky as possible. All right. So what do you guys think? Do you think the RAM's going to work? Ugh. I hope it works. Hey! The RAM works even though it's single-sided. And both the CPU reports is 1.42. Let's look at the details. Everything we updated or replaced. We replaced the CPU. We replaced the optical drive. Let's see if it ejects. I'll hold in the eject button and that works. I don't know if it reads anything, but we'll find out later. Replaced the hard drive with a 1 terabyte. That works. And we replaced the video card. That works. So yeah, I think that was pretty successful, guys. You know, I think this was a successful video, guys. So anyway, I'll tell you what. Let's turn the microphone back around, and I'll actually say my goodbyes facing you. Maybe. Come on. All right. Let's see if I can line this up using the live feed. Can you guys see me? Let's turn this light back on. It's the wrong switch. Oh, I had that light on low the whole time. I should have known better. Sorry. Anyway, guys. So yeah, other than the 5,000 different oopsies, and you got to be kidding me, it seems to have worked great. The system's working great. Jay, you've got a great power supply. I will be giving it back to you eventually. You also got a nice dead one, which we found that out the hard way. Spare screw means, yeah, I did make shit happen. I'm going to have to figure out where that goes. You know, it might have been the missing screw for the optical drive bay, because I've been missing one since the beginning of the build. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining me tonight. Thank you once again for 2,500 subscribers. I'm really excited, really happy for that. You know, it's oh, it means a lot to me. Here's to 5,000 and 10,000 and on and on. I hope we continue growing. You know, you're a great group of people. I am so happy to have you guys as viewers, as friends, etc., etc. And it means a lot to me. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You know, rebuilding this. I'm sure it was slow in spots. I'm glad you guys stuck around. And anyway, so I'll just wrap everything up here. Um, that is the end of today's video, and this has been a Rutk Mods video. And now I've got to end the video on the stream on the computer over there. Mouse. There we go. So bye, guys. End.